Laura Gomez, and I'm happy to be participating in the Peace, Love, Joy, Creativity project, in which I will be answering a few questions. My first question is, what is your love language? I will say it is my native tongue, Spanish. And of course, I may be biased, but I do believe it's the most romantic language there is. There is the beauty of the richness of the language. There are so many words to describe one thing. And of course, there's other languages as beautiful, and the Romance language, especially French, Italian, for me personally. But there's something about Spanish that is so musical and so romantic. And that is, for me, el idioma del amor. Another interesting question was, what is priceless about this moment in time? I chose this question because of the contradiction that it represents. These are probably the most difficult times we've lived through as a collective in the world, as a crisis. And I think that the one thing that is very interesting and peculiar about it is that we are all being affected by it. The entire world. It's not like one portion of the hemisphere is going through it and the other one can ignore it. This is the first time as a whole that we are living it together. And even if it's on different measures, it's still being, we are all still being affected. And so even if it's a time that has created so much anxiety, righteously so, I also believe it has been an opportunity for introspection and growth and generosity. And we have seen, yes, evil happening, but also so much goodness and so much togetherness. And it has been a space for to go deep into ourselves and our inner thoughts. And I don't know if this is gonna make a better world, but I certainly believe it's a great opportunity to be better individuals. Another question that I found very interesting and chose precisely because of the times that we're living in was, what are some of the most important lessons I've learned in life? For me, personally, at this point in my life, one of the most important lessons have been to listen. I have learned to listen more. I have learned that my opinion matters, but it's always important to educate myself about what other people may think about a subject. Not to determine my position, but to expand it. And just to hear other opinions that may differ from mine. I have learned to be more tolerant because of it. I have learned to control both my ego and my temper a little bit. They're sometimes important to have. They're there to protect you and they're there to make you fight. But I have learned to tame them, which is, I think, a very important step in life in order to be a part of the society that we live in. I have learned slowly but surely, it's still a work in progress, to be a little less hard on myself. That is something, well, I don't know, I'll have to go deep into my childhood and see what happened there. But I tend to be very harsh on myself in every arena, specifically my work. And I have learned slowly to accept that things are not always, they're not always perfect, but there is something that we're trying to achieve. There's something we're trying to transmit when we're, especially in the arts. And it's not really a matter of the brain, it's a matter of the heart. And so I've learned to trust my instincts way more and to let them guide me throughout life.